So, you want to power a safe zone, but you don't know how much uranium or how much ice you need to power it for, because chances are, if you're using a safe zone, it's usually because you need to go offline and you don't want your stuff to get stolen or griefed. Well, look no further. I have created a chart, a cheat sheet, so to speak. All right, so let's just dive right into this. First of all, we have the basics. A megawatt is equal to 1,000 kilowatts, and a single kilogram of uranium is equal to 1 megawatt hour. That is using the large grid uranium reactor. And all of these stats, by the way, can be pulled from the Space Engineers wiki. You'll just have to hop between pages and stuff and get your numbers. But 1 kilogram of ice is equal to 20 liters of hydrogen and 10 liters of oxygen, every single kilogram. And your H2O2 generator will generate 500 liters a second and 250 liters a second of oxygen and 500 of the hydrogen. Okay. It uses 500 kilowatts, though, of power. But a hydrogen engine will generate 5 megawatts of power. So one engine can power 10 hydrogen generators. But it consumes 500 liters a second of H2O. So for every H2O generator, you could power one engine, but that one engine could power another 9 additional H2O generators. Regardless of what size your safe zone is, right? Whether it's like 30 meters in diameter or 500 meters in diameter, it requires a zone chip every hour. And if you deactivate your safe zone, whatever duration is left on that single zone chip that you use to initiate it will immediately just be deleted. So don't turn it off or turn it on unless you really just have to. Or you just have so many safe zones that it doesn't matter. Safe zone chips or whatever. Where was I going? Okay. So, with that said, let's say that let's get rid of this weather real quick here. Go y'all and remove that. Okay, so let's say that you're running it at 500 meters maximum capacity. Yep. It's going to use 300 megawatts. So in order to power this, you need 300 megawatt hours just to run this for 1 hour. And if you look in your nuclear reactor, assuming you don't have other power sources, I'm using the vanilla base on Earth. This will be like maxed out to 300 megawatts. But if we go over here to our chart, a kilogram of uranium is equal to 1 megawatt hour. So we're running 300 megawatts. That means that to power this, we need 300 megawatts of power to run it for an hour. Megawatt hours. Blah, blah, blah. So that means you need 300 kilograms every hour to run a safe zone at max. Alright. Now let's do some more math here. So here is how many kilograms of ice a large cargo container will hold. Now if you do the math, hydrogen engine, to power just one hydrogen engine for 12.6689 hours, you will need 1,140,202 kilograms of ice. That's the conversion rate to liters. So this right here is equal to approximately 22,800,000 liters of hydrogen. once you multiply all of this by 20 liters, because every kilogram is worth this much in hydrogen. So this also means that storing your hydrogen power in ice form is actually a little bit more efficient for safe zones anyways, not for traveling, because obviously there's a lot of weight there. But it's more efficient if you just have a station with a bunch of cargo containers filled with ice, rather than a bunch of large hydrogen tanks filled with gas, because if I could think straight, your large hydrogen tanks are 25 PCU, and a large cargo container is only 10 PCU. But of course, at the end of the day, the uranium definitely beats the PCU game, because a large uranium reactor that can power 300 megawatts is only 25 PCU. But it's also worth considering that you need enough refining. What would you call it? You have to have a lot of uranium production in order to actually power the safe zone as well, because you need 300 kilograms an hour, and it takes a while to process uranium down. So that's just something to keep in mind. But anyways, I hope this video was helpful, and if you enjoyed this or found any of it useful, I hope you'll consider subscribing and leaving any questions you may have in the comments. And until next time, have a good one.